So all the private medical college, whose responsibility? How they came out in the night at 12:30?
महिलाओं को भी अपना कॉलेज से इतना रात में निकलना नहीं चाहिए।
उसका ये जो बात हमको बहुत गंदा लगा।
It is not enough simply to call yourself a woman leader or to claim that we have the highest proportion of members of parliament in the Lok Sabha. It is simply not enough, because when it comes to the real thing, when it comes to speaking up for women, you have failed miserably. Yes, I'm talking about Mamata Banerjee, her statement on the Durgapur gang rape case and her defense, which is also shocking because she's saying that her statement has been distorted. Far from it. Her defense is weak. You're watching Free Press Journal. I am Afrida Rahman Ali, and all I would say in this case is sorry, not okay. So let me then play out what Mamata Banerjee says. Let's get that out.
That police, it is not me, it is a police. There is a private college. The matter nobody is supporting. You tell me when Odisha, before 3 weeks ago, 3 girls are raped in the sea beach. What action is being taken by the Odisha government? And Bengal, if anything happens on women, we don't allow anything to be considered as a casual case. It's a serious case we consider. And that girl, it is shocking. She was studying in a private medical college. So all the private medical college, whose responsibility? How they came out in the night at 12:30. And it happens in the, so far I know, forest area. And 12:30, I do not know what happened. Investigation is on. I'm shocked to see the incident. But private medical colleges also used to take care for their students. And especially the girl child at night time. They should not be allowed to come out in the outside. They have to protect themselves also. There is a forest area.
You see, there are 3 sort of things that are pointed out here. First, that women must be quote unquote protected. That is such a gender biased and such a patriotic mindset. Protected by the men. Is that what you're advocating for, Mamata Banerjee? Because here is a medical student. She will be working in all kinds of odd hours once she passes out of this institution. Are you trying to say that she has to be confined? You are advocating that a woman should be limited to certain decent timings. That's unfair. You have shifted the blame to the victim. This is victim blaming. Because all you are saying is she should not have been out at that hour, and also saying that the private colleges should be taking the responsibility. Well, outside the presence of the campus, it's your jurisdiction, Madam Chief Minister. It is your responsibility to ensure that around college campuses, women are safe to move around. There has to be patrolling. There has to be enough done to ensure that these are safe spaces for women. Are you seriously advocating that they stay confined to their classrooms and to their hostel rooms? That would be stifling. So sorry, not okay. The other justification that Mamata Banerjee makes is that what about other states? She resorts to whataboutery and she chooses to name BJP ruled states. She says, what about Odisha? What about Manipur? What about Uttar Pradesh? There is politics in it. And that's the last thing one expected at this point of time. Let's keep the politics aside. Let's call a spade a spade. Is it too much to expect? Sorry, not okay. Clearly, at this point, Mamata Banerjee was caught on the wrong foot as a woman leader, as somebody who's expected to speak up for a aspiring doctor, for a trainee doctor. The least that she could have done is kept her politics out of it and spoken for the fact that there must be safe spaces created for working women. This has happened before. If you recall, Soumya Vishwanathan was killed on her way back from work when she was traveling back at around 3 a.m. and Sheila Dikshit said that that was too adventurous of her to be venturing out at that hour. Later she retracted the statement. But the fact of the matter is that this sort of a statement coming from a woman chief minister is the last thing one would have expected. And she would have heard of that incident. There was so much outrage over Sheila Dikshit's statement. Again, a woman chief minister. And yet this happens again. No lessons learned. And that is why, sorry, not okay. And what is also not okay is the firebrand TMC leader Mahua Moitra coming all guns blazing on a very valid issue, no denying, on the fact that women were not allowed in the press conference the first day that the Taliban defense minister met with journalists. It was absolutely shocking, unbelievable that such a thing was allowed to happen. And sure enough, Mahua Moitra came up with a video, and she had to.
I'm putting out this video to bring to everyone's attention the horrendous incident that has occurred today in Delhi on Indian soil. The visiting Taliban delegation of the Foreign Minister Amin Muttaqi has met with Dr. S. Jaishankar, our External Affairs Minister, today, following which the Taliban Foreign Minister held a presser in Delhi on Indian soil where women journalists were not allowed.
But now when I look up to see and find a video where she is also speaking up against the statement of Mamata Banerjee, I find none. So this sort of hypocrisy, duplicity, selective outrage on the part of women leaders will not do. Sorry, not okay. It is not okay to blame only the institution. It is not okay to blame the women for coming out at that hour and then saying that certain hours are not safe in my state. Why should certain times of the day and the night be not safe for women in West Bengal? Mamata Banerjee must answer, because after all, this is not okay. Do like, share and subscribe to Free Press Journal. Press the bell notification to get alerted for more updates.